Hey, this is Trevor from Block Set Review Podcast. Just wanted to put out a little video for something unique, something I don't normally talk about on the podcast, but I really wanted to do a video because I cannot find a video about this subject anywhere on the internet. If it exists, I can't find it. On Block Set Review, the podcast, I normally review Lego sets. I just build a Lego set, review it. Sometimes they're retired sets, sometimes they're newer sets. It's just something I enjoy doing. And I'm probably going to review these soon. In fact, I plan to. And hey, let's just get into it. This is obviously a Lord of the Rings toy. It's obviously not a Lego set. This is the original Lord of the Rings building block sets. They are Intelli-Blox construction system from Playmates. Playmates, a well-known, well-established toy company. Honestly, don't know how big they still are. I know at one time they were quite big. This Intelli-Blox system, I'll go ahead and save you the trouble of looking, because I certainly have. It not only does it not exist anymore, it's something that was only used for Lord of the Rings. Clearly, they plan to use this system for more things, but Playmates, originally got the Lord of the Rings license for the building sets, and I don't know if Lego tried to when the movies originally came out. Something you may or may not realize as a Lego fan, depending how closely you follow Lord of the Rings sets, is the Lord of the Rings sets came out from Lego around the same time as the Hobbit movies. In other words, about 10 years after the Fellowship of the Ring came out. But Intelli-Blox here, they released one wave. They planned on more. There's actually proof online of more sets they planned on. But they released one wave of sets some 11-ish years before Lego ever released a Lord of the Rings set. So that alone makes these really unique. I went down a rabbit hole looking for some kind of knockoff brand Lord of the Rings sets, just thinking surely somebody's done something, Surprisingly, I couldn't find a lot that you could actually purchase. I have all the Lord of the Rings Lego sets that I bought new. I supported Lego, did the right thing just because I wanted them. But I'd exhausted all those. I've built them all. I absolutely love them. I want to know, is there more? And I was kind of disappointed, but I did come across these. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. I've not built them yet. But I do have 3 of the smaller sets here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 sets altogether. One wave. Again, all from Fellowship of the Ring. They had planned on more waves, like I said, but unfortunately it never happened. But I have 3 of the sets. This is the, here's, to give you an idea, this is about the size of like a $20 Lego set, probably like a $20 vehicle, like the RV or a fire truck, something like that, as far as the box. But this is different than Lego, that's for sure. 116 block and environment pieces in all. So you would think 116 pieces, that'd probably be like a $10 or $12 Lego set. That's a pretty small set. This isn't quite the same thing, though. It's somewhere between a Lego set and like a action figure set. So, these sets that were around 100 pieces in this size box, it seems to me that they retailed for about $15, $14.99. It also seems like they were clearanced pretty early, because some of the ones I've seen online have clearance stickers on them. I consider myself fortunate that I got on eBay and was able to get these smaller sets for about what they originally retailed for, brand new. And these are brand new sealed. And about $15 is what I paid, including shipping. So I think that's pretty good. And I plan to do an in-depth review, probably on all of them, on the Block Set Review podcast. But I wanted to get this out just to introduce them. Here's all the sets that came out. Amon Hen, Battle at Weathertop, and the Buckleberry Ferry Escape are the 3 small $15 sets. Then you got the Prancing Pony Inn, which I believe was maybe a $30 set. It's a little bit bigger, about twice the size. Same thing with Isengard here, about twice the size. And then you got the Mines of Moria, which was the big set. I'm pretty sure it sold for $50 originally. Not only is it bigger, but it comes with a base that is electronic, because you actually can plug in any of the figures from any of the sets into the Mines of Moria set, and they will say lines of dialogue. Quite a few different lines from what I can tell. I've not tried this yet. I will be doing, at least, like I said, the podcast on the Mines of Moria set with the figures. I'll probably do at least one more video too, to be honest, once I have some of these built. So yeah, they give dialogue, depending on the character. So I got this one so far. And then this one I'm not even taking out of the packaging. The Battle at Weathertop, which I really like the Lego version of the Battle at Weathertop. This is obviously a different thing. This one comes with Sam and Aragorn. These are obviously not Lego minifigures. The weapons, as you can see, are not attached up here, but they're in the set. This one has a lot more just big pieces. You got the statue here, and this looks like it's built up. I think this is a bigger piece. These rocks are one solid piece. What you're going to notice with these sets is there's a lot of just blocks, not a lot of like detail like you'd see in a modern Lego set. They're just blocks, but they include pretty detailed sculpted pieces that aren't what I would consider even Lego-like at all, like this statue or this rock, this little tree. And that's going to be even more obvious in the other one that I currently have. And this one I did open. And this is the attack at Amon Hen, where Boromir made his heroic last stand against Lurtz. And again, these will make sounds only if you plug them into the Mines of Moria set. I think all these packages look decent considering this is from 2001. You know, that's almost 20 years ago. But hey, let's open this one up. So, first thing, we got a bag of big plastic trees, and I'll say straight up, they look good in person. They feel good. Little statue piece here looks good. This looks like something from like a miniatures board game, not from a Lego clone type set. And this one is overflowing. I had a hard time getting it back in the box. Then we got, and this is what I've noticed on all the sets. When it comes to the actual blocks, this is pretty much what you get. Solid color, basic blocks. They are not comparable to a modern Lego set. Probably not even to a Lego set from 2001. Although you have to remember, in 2001, Lego sets were a lot blockier and less detailed as well. But this is different. Let's see, then we got a base plate. And again, this is a roughly $15 set when it came out, which isn't too impressive just from the pieces. But when you consider some of the terrain and things it comes with, they're definitely less expensive than Lego for the amount of plastic you're getting. Maybe not for the amount of pieces. Let's see, an instruction manual, which is actually plastic wrapped. Even Lego doesn't usually do that on little sets. Shows you some of the sets on the back. Sorry for the glare. And let's see, what else do we have in here? Another little bag of pieces, some rocks. And to be honest with you, all these rocks are not even shown on the box. I mean, all you have is this one little rock here behind Lurtz. Where are these other rocks coming from? There's 3 rocks in this bag. I mean, you get more than is shown on the box. And then, let's just go and take out this. The minifigures here will slide out. Get a better view of them. Honestly, they are not bad looking. And again, they do have weapons. They're just not in their hands right now because the weapons are pretty small. That is not a bad paint job. These would qualify in like a miniatures board game. And here's the bases. This is what plugs in to the Mines of Moria set. It sits down in certain spots on that set, and they give their lines of dialogue. And I'm pretty sure it even knows where you're putting them down. Well, for example, Boromir doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense in the Mines of Moria set. But anyways, Lurtz here obviously also wouldn't make much sense in the Mines of Moria, but they still give dialogue. And then on the back here, we have some of the weapons. Boromir's shield, his sword, even a sheath, which is a separate. You got Lurtz's shield, sword, quiver of arrows, his bow. Pretty cool stuff, I'll be honest with you. I mean, the figures themselves they're definitely more action figure than Lego. They're not even really comparable. So in one set, you get a bag of bricks like this, 2 figures, a base plate, 2 bags of terrain, and an instruction manual. I don't think that's bad for $15, even in 2001. I'm looking forward to this. You know, I started out wanting these almost in a sick kind of wanting to make fun of them kind of way, but I'm actually excited to build them now. I mean, the building is going to be kind of simplistic, but I don't know. I'm excited about them. I really am. So yeah, I'll probably do at least one more video, maybe more, and check out Block Set Review. It's a new Lego podcast, but obviously sometimes I'm going to do stuff that's not Lego, and I'm planning to put these together and review them on the podcast. So check it out if you'd like to.